We should do it. We'll start off at time.
You got Proverbs up here? Oh, no, I ain't got it. Later.
Alright. Shalom.
Shalom.
First, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, who taught us this 100% truth according to the spirits to be Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Peace and blessings to your hopeful elect out there, man. You see with GMS Dallas out here once again, prophesying the downfall of this queendom and the upcoming of the Israelites. And speaking of the downfall of this queendom, we see all these things occurring on today, but Jake is still walking around blinded, man. Jake is still out here running after their lust and all sorts of things like that, and the Lord want to reward him for that, man. Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is out here bringing judgment. You see it through the news, you see it through all sorts of things that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is having the devil move a certain way. But you, Jake, still want to lean onto him and still seek after him, man. But the ones that are serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they're going to be hid and safe, man.
Yep.
You go ahead and start with Proverbs 1 real quick. Unless you have something. You have something?
I got free stuff.
Oh, okay. Y'all can bring y'all free stuff, you know? Whoever's first. I guess you go ahead.
If that's cool.
Nah, you good, go ahead.
Isaiah 29:11, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed.
Exactly. The book was sealed for a period of time, man. The book was sealed, but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai opened up the seals unto a specific amount of men, his remnant. Going into that Matthew, I said that the secret wasn't given unto them, but it was given unto you. So the Lord opened up these seals to a specific amount of men of the nation of Israel, being the elect, and the 2/3 are sitting here walking around blinded. Still can't get the understanding of the book, but the Lord didn't give it unto them for them to receive the understanding, man. So that's why they out here still walking blinded, man. You go ahead, since they switching. Did you pull the Proverbs? Yeah, just pull the Proverbs for the Bible shot.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets.
It said wisdom cried out and uttered his voice in the streets. But where are you going to find the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? In the mouth of his prophets. You're going to pull it, 2 Ezra 15. He's going to find his wisdom in the mouth of the prophets, man. The Lord has set up men on the planet Earth to sit here to give you the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of these scriptures. Pursuant to Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation. So we see the times getting crazy, the things going haywire, but the elect are rejoicing at these things because the elect understand that this is the time where Esau's finna go down and Jacob finna be ruling soon. But you 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you're mourning at these things, man. You're scared because you see that Babylon the Great is falling and your place can't escape this place, man. You go ahead and pull it real quick.
Now, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Exactly, and it speaks about that in Revelation. How the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So we got to speak in the ears of our people the words of prophecy according to this book, man. The words of prophecy, because we're warning them from the destruction that's coming. And this is good news unto the nation of Israel, but they hate to hear it, man. Go ahead.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Exactly, the Lord gonna put his words in specific men's mouths. He's not gonna be out here speaking from the heavens. Hey, do this, do that. No, he's gonna set up man on the planet Earth to tell you to come back to the obedience of the scriptures, man. Now you can jump back to that Proverbs. If you got anything, you got something, you gonna pull it real quick.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Exactly, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Why? Because they love walking after the lust of their flesh, man. Jake hate being told what not to do, man. Jake hate being told to be in order. They hate it. So here the Lord have raised up men to tell Jake to come back to that standard, that order of the scriptures, but Jake is neglecting it. Because they love falling off the lust of their flesh, man. It's easy. That's why Yahweh Shai said broad and wide is the gate that leadeth unto destruction. It's easy to be wicked here, man. Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. The wicked is ruling here, so it's easy to be wicked, and you get glorified for being wicked here. Any wicked thing you do here, you're going to get glorified. Look at the industry, man. Look at the celebrities. All the wicked things they done, look, they're glorified here, man. But the Lord's going to bring their place to naught. Go ahead.
This Amos chapter 5, verse 10, it says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Exactly. Abhor means to avoid. They avoid the prophets of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. You know what I'm saying? They avoid the prophets of doom pretty much, because we speaking about doom and destruction, but we also speak about the gospel and the good news coming unto your nation. It's like not nations coming to the nation of Israel. Because the only reason Yahweh, the main reason why Yahweh Shema Shai destroying this place so he could raise up his righteous rulership, man. And he's doing this for Jacob. You know, Zechariah speaks about touch not my anointed. You know what I'm saying? Touch not the apple of my eye. Well, the apple of the eye is the nation of Israel, man. Chiefly being the elect. And the Lord is coming to recompense the place for touching his men. But you, Jake, don't want to seek to hear this, man. You would rather go listen to some rap, go commit adultery, do all these things, and just bring more rap to you, man. But Jake love to do when the Lord bring the rap. Oh, Lord, I will serve you. I will do this. But the Lord got a set up time period that you could come back to the obedience of the scriptures, man. It ain't just going to be open forever. It's going to be grace and Jacob troubles, niggas dying. We out here teaching on the highways and byways, man. Telling Jake to repent. It's a certain time period that the Lord want to have Jake to come back to the obedience of the scriptures. But we know that only the elect going to come back. Because it was prophesied that they will come back to the obedience of the scriptures, man. Did you finish that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump back to the Proverbs.
God, this is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 21.
Read 20 again.
Verse 20 says, wisdom cry without, she uttereth her voice in the street.
And they hate wisdom, man, because I just put an Amos, they hate him to rebuke it in the gate. They hate wisdom. And what does Hosea 4:6 say? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Since thou hast rejected me, I will reject you for being a priest unto me, man. Yep. Loosely paraphrasing. So our people hate the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai. They love the knowledge of wickedness. They'll figure out a quick how to get money by a scam or any type of aspect, but they hate coming to the obedience of the scriptures of Yahweh Shema Shai. But it's really because they don't see it's convenient for them to do it like right now. They feel like being out here in this hot sun, in this cold weather, is not convenient. I could be doing this, I could be laying with a woman, I could be doing all other sorts of things instead of serving the Lord because it's not convenient. But we're coming in times where Yahweh Shema Shai is showing the love upon those that were serving him, man. We seen the effect of Yahweh Shai sacrifice upon those men that's going to have that covering in the time of Jacob troubles. We're gradually seeing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. These men are out here prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. They walking around seeing the place fall, but they have sound of mind. You know what I'm saying? You over here bugging out like, damn, they telling the play gonna be destroyed. They playing, bro. You just see the news. Oh snap, World War III revving up. They got the bricks going on. Oh snap, they might be right. You should wonder like, dang, how do they have a sound mind? Because deep down inside, through the prosperity of Yahweh Shema Shai, hopefully part of the elect, we believe that we're gonna be hid from all the destruction, man. Psalm 91. You go ahead.
Well, they're saying the scriptures too, because like they glory in that wickedness, like you said, like they glory in the knowledge of wickedness. But the Lord got them in a trick bag because it say in the Apocrypha that the knowledge of wickedness is pretty much not knowledge at all.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. The knowledge of wickedness is going to lead you on to death. Because even though Esau is sitting here boasting and all the things he's going to do, the scriptures speak about Esau boasting, and that's going to be his downfall. Obadiah and countless other scriptures, man. You go ahead and jump back into Proverbs, and if y'all got these scriptures before me.
That's why I say pride cometh before destruction.
Exactly. A haughty spirit before a fall. You go ahead.
God, this is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 21. It says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning.
Exactly. How long are you going to love simplicity? How long are you going to keep scorning at the men of the Lord? Or at the, really, you're not even scorning at the men of the Lord. You're scorning at Yahweh Shema Shai. Because this is not of us. We didn't come out and say, hey, let's get together, let's make a man group and sit here and say this place going to be destroyed. Nah, the Lord had to put the spirit upon us to come out here and do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Going into how Jeremiah, how he was saying, like, he didn't want to proclaim the name of the Lord because he's being made fun of. Loosely paraphrasing, he was being made fun of, but the spirit propelled him to do it, man. The fear, the faith upon Yahweh that he put upon him, it propelled him to come out and teach no matter what. You know what I'm saying? This is of Yahweh Shema Shai. You just got to think, it's been hot as hell lately, but we out here sweating our ass off for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Ain't no ordinary person doing that, man. Go ahead, you got something?
Yeah. This is John chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
Exactly, and we coming in the same spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Because the world really don't hate us, man. We just the messengers. You know what I'm saying? It really hate Yahweh Shema Shai. Because we were sent from Yahweh Shema to come do this great work, man. The world don't hate us. Anytime they speak against us, they speaking ill of Yahweh Shema Shai, because this is not of us. As I said earlier, we didn't get a little man group, man band. Hey, let's go out and teach, guys. No. The Lord put the spirit upon us, man. That was it on that?
God.
Okay. You go ahead, Anna. You said you had something.
Yeah, this is let's see here. Exodus chapter 16, and let me see here, verse 8. And this is a account when we was in the wilderness, when Israel was not satisfied with the manna, right? Is Exodus 16 and 8. It says, and Moses said, this shall be when the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
And that's Moses speaking pretty much, right?
Yeah, that was Moses speaking.
Exactly. So pretty much Moses, hey, just laying back out the scripture. Moses saying like, you saying all this shit about me, but it's not even of me, it's of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Which Jake don't understand that, man. They come out and scoff, they come out and do all these sort of things, have ill mindset towards the men of the Lord, but they think they're doing it to the men of the Lord, but you're ultimately doing it to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's just like the Lord said. He said he likened us into a woman. You know what I'm saying? If somebody would have touched your woman or said it to your woman, they pretty much done said it to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the nation of Israel being the elect, though. Because the elect are the only ones acting like the woman of the Lord, man. And you said you had something. Go ahead.
Well, if I could add on to the point too, because the Lord has given us this knowledge for us to consume, right? Like, you know, it talks like it's the knowledge as drink and food as well, you know, and it's enough to sustain us, right? But Jake don't want to submit to that. They don't think that it's enough. You know, it talks about that in Psalms, the 78th chapter. How it says that they forsook the bread of their lusts, you know, and pretty much they want to hear some other message. You know what I'm saying? This ain't enough for them. This message ain't enough for Jake. You know, they want something else. But this is the bread of life, you know?
I got it. Yeah, if I could just add a quick point in Revelation, the 2nd chapter. Hey, that's why the Lord hid the manna this time.
Yeah.
He says, for him that overcometh, to him will I give the hidden manna.
Yeah.
And when you go to that word hidden in the Greek, it's kryptos. Like, you know, how you got cryptocurrency, just means like it's hidden currency. It's not made obvious, you know, to the public. Right. You know, so that's what the Lord did with this manna this time, because Jake was making light of it. That's what manna means, is what is it? What is this? So that's how Jake views his truth. So that's why the Lord just completely left that veil on Jake's hearts, man, to where they're not allowed access inside the temple. You see, so the Lord just hid it from you niggas, man. That's why he spoke in parables.
Hey, I like you.
Because it say Isaiah 66 how he hid his face. You know how the Lord hid his face, man. And that's what happened too when you know Moses came down off the mount. You know the people mourned because they hid it because he had hid his face. You know his face wasn't shining. But you gonna say something more?
Now you go ahead and bring that real quick. Now I just wanted to say, because Deuteronomy speaks about how they lightly esteem the rock of their salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? People don't take Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. They don't see the gravity behind his sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? The lack of understanding. Like Scripture say, these are brute beasts. You know what I'm saying? Loosely paraphrasing, speaking evil, the thing that they do not understand. They lightly esteem Yahweh Shai. They want to esteem Esau all day, like Esau wasn't just kicking our ass a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? With slavery and things like that. But that's why Isaiah 30 said, woe to you to go down to Egypt for help. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, though.
This 2nd Esdras, chapter 1, verse 32, it says, I sent unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces.
Exactly. The Lord sent his prophets out. You know what I'm saying? He sent the prophets out to give you this word. And since it didn't come out how you wanted it to come out, it didn't come out soft. Shit, it didn't say, hey, keep being a nigga. It didn't come out like T.D. Jakes and them in the church. Since it didn't come out like that, you slew them. But ultimately, you doing that unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, they did that back then physically too. You know, they talk about, they say that in Acts, you know, whom your fathers have slew on a tree, Yahweh Shai. And our people do that today through the Spirit, man. You know, they see the prophets and they disregard the message. They pretty much shun the hand away. But I'm going to finish it off. It says, I sent you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require at your hands, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
God, the Lord gonna require that, man. and you got to answer. That's why Yahweh try to say that you should give an account for all those things done in the body, loosely paraphrasing. So everything you have done, the Lord gonna require that. Oh, you did this, you did that, because you don't got the blood of Yahweh Shai on you. So you don't have no covering over those sins you have done. Because of course we've done some ill things before we came to serve Yahweh Shai. Of course we was walking wickedly, but the Lord put the Spirit on us to come back to the obedience of the Scriptures and hope that we could have mercy from the Lord, trying to appease Him. You know what I'm saying? Giving up this sacrifice. Romans 12, giving up our body as a living sacrifice. Doing these things unto Yahweh Shai to show our way of love. But instead of you doing that, you're doing the opposite. You're not trying to feed the sheep. You're making fun of the man of the Lord. You're making light of this thing, man. But soon it's gonna come a time, like the Lord said, I should make a man more precious than the fine golden wedge of Ophir. Loosely paraphrasing. The Lord gonna set up men. The men that He set up, they're gonna be made precious in this time soon, man. Because we see it getting worse and worse as the days go on. And these men losing their stability of mind. They don't got the Isaiah 33:6. That wisdom's finna shine unto the nation, man. It's finna be shown like these are the ones that are serving Yahweh Shai, because they're gonna be taken well care of, man. You go ahead, though.
Hey, also too, we're gonna be taken care of, like you said, you know, because we're gonna be abiding under the protection of Yahweh Shai. And so the